Well, hello, my stamping friends. I hope you're having a good day so far. It's been a little gray here in my corner of New Hampshire, but you know, it is what it is. We can't have beautiful sunshine every day, even though that's what we'd like to have. Anyhow, I am really excited because my paper pumpkin box came. It was waiting for me the other day at, maybe it was even just yesterday. Could have been just yesterday when I got home. And so anyway, yeah, I think it was yesterday. But anyway, that is under a week. And for me, that's really fast. For it to get from Salt Lake to the East Coast in under a week is pretty quick. So anyway, I thought we'd take a peek on not this coming Monday, but the next Monday, the 28th of August, will be when I share the cards that I made as is and also the alternates that I'm doing. I do that live here at 4 o'clock on my Facebook page. So Monday, August 28th, I will be here at 4. And then if you're local to me and you subscribe through me or you are on my team, you are welcome to come to my Paper Pumpkin party live in the studio, which is at 6 o'clock. Okay, so let's take a peek at Meaningful Flowers, our August 2023 kit. What's in here? So the first thing you'll notice is there are not one, but 2 stamp sets. This is the one that was originally for the kit. Okay, so this is like this would have been, if there was only one stamp set, this is the one you would have gotten. Okay, this is a bonus stamp set. And I think I might even have some cardstock. We might even try stamping, except that I think I took all my stamp pads away. Anyway, so this one is one of those distinctive stamp sets that you see in the catalog sometimes. And when you stamp them, there is variation. And I don't know if it picks up on camera, but you can see it in the way the photopolymer is etched, okay? You get places that stamp more solid. You get places that have a little less density to them. They're quite beautiful, all right? And this one will stamp. I'm not sure if they're meant to go together. I'll have to play with that a little and see if they're meant to be a 2-step or if it's meant to have 2, okay? So they look like they could be the lotus flower or water lily or something to that effect. And then there's a stem if you wanted to put it on there. All right, so some nice greetings this time too. You are capable of amazing things. Okay, I think I might make a card using that sentiment and send it to my daughter who is growing my new grandchild. I'm so excited. If you are a grandparent, just throw me a little like in the, or a thumbs up or something, because I am so excited to be a grandparent for the first time. Anyway, okay, moving on. Sorry for the distraction. The Stampin' Spot is pretty peacock. And when I do the other video, I will use my larger pad just because it's easier. So what is in the pretty blue tissue this month? Let's take a peek. We'll just move the box over out of the way and we'll unwrap our package of goodies. I'll put the tissue paper over in the box and let's grab my snips. And very carefully, so as not to cut anything in the package, we'll just open this up and see what we got. Looks like our adhesive this month is tear and tape. All right, so in this baggie, I know a lot of people really like these individual baggy things. I have to say, too much individual plastic Stampin' Up. This linen thread could easily have just gone in there and didn't have to have its own baggie, okay? Please, Stampin' Up. If you're watching and listening, a little less on the plastic. So, we have very thin, this tear and tape is probably half the size, half the width of our normal tear and tape. But that's probably a good thing. There's probably a reason for that, I would guess. And in this other bag, we have clear, they're pretty flat, clear embellishments, and they look like they could be, you know, like water drops, dewdrops on something or something. And our dimensionals, okay? So we'll just make our little pile over here. So then we have some layers. So there's nothing on the back of these. So this is meant to be like a card front layer or something. Okay, 4 of those, because we're making 4 each, so 8 total cards is what you get for supplies. All right, this time our card bases are folded for us, or at least this one is, because it's a top fold. Okay, so it's the 4 1/4 by 11. And I think that is our Orchid Oasis. I'm sure it tells me on the back of the directions, but we haven't gotten to those yet. Those are down underneath. So let's keep going. Here's some pretty envelopes. So there should be 4 that go with that one. Yep, and then we get 4 of something different. So what's on the inside of these? Okay, so let me just, I know, I said I was just going to unbox. I have to see what the inside of these envelopes is like. And in order to do that, I have to cut it open. I am always willing to sacrifice at least 1, if not more, envelopes. Okay, so I just slice off the teeniest little bit just so that we can open this envelope up. And you'll see we have really pretty ombre blue on one side. We have the lily pads over here, and on this side we have the printed water lily. Okay, so definitely already thinking, ooh, this could be an inside of a card, so that the inside has some decoration. We could stamp some flowers or something here. Yeah, we got some things to do with those envelopes for sure. All right, so let's put those over here. So now we have, these are Forget-Me-Nots. Aren't they pretty? Oh yeah, let me open one of these as well. Hang on, just takes 2 seconds. Probably not even. Just gotta, whoops. There we go. Slice off that little bit. Oops, I got a little crooked because I wasn't paying attention. I also think I went the wrong way. There we go. All right, but we got it open. So we have the pretty little Forget-Me-Not on this side. Oh, but I don't know if I want to. I could sacrifice this green side or use that as a background, perhaps, since there's just white on the other side. This side is going to be a little harder to sacrifice that, because you're talking way up here. Might happen, might not. We'll see. All right, so then we have some other bases that have Forget-Me-Not Flower, Devotion on the back. Okay, hey, did those have anything on the back? Oh, they do. Sorry, Lotus Flower. So these beautiful tall bases that are all Orchid Oasis on the front side have this little lotus flower that they represent strength, resilience, wisdom. And they have, and so then this just describes. So long revered in cultures around the world, the lotus flower is beautiful, strong, and pure. As the sun rises, the lotus flower emerges from dark, murky water with a miraculously clean flower. At day's end, it closes and descends back into the water, ready to repeat the process the next day. I had no idea about that. All right, so just learned something. So now on the back of the Forget-Me-Not one, which has this beautiful die cut front, so they fold like that. Isn't that pretty? Forget-Me-Not flower, love, devotion, and memories. Small and delicate forget-me-nots remind us to never forget the people we love. When you give someone these sky blue flowers with yellow centers, it represents a promise that you will always remember them. It also represents your hope that they will always remember you. All right, so there's 4 of those. All right, and that's the inside, like that. All right, let's keep going. We've got some labels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we must only use those on one card, because usually if you're stamping on something, Stampin' Up! Gives you 1 extra. Oops. All right. So here's some forget-me-nots. There's 4 of them. Okay. There's some, oh, these are vellum, colored vellum. Probably for the water cards. And some beautiful, oh, did they give us an extra? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They did. They could sneak in an extra, so they did. Thank you, Stampin' Up! I love it when they do that. All right, so let's see. We'll move the cardboard out of the way, and here are our directions. So this is what they are intended to look like when you are done. Okay, so we have the directions, shows us our sort, what you need for each one. So yeah, so the Forget-Me-Not is the one that gets the banner. Okay. A little reminder about some tools that are helpful. Okay. The one that I think is most helpful, they don't show. I think the ones, especially if you're doing these kits, the 2 tools I think that are most helpful are your paper snips and your take your pick tool. I love these 2 tools and I use them a lot. All right, let's keep going. What else do we see in here? Okay, so it talks about where to put your dimensionals. So if you're new to Paper Pumpkin, just let me sort of give you a heads up. They are not written directions. So you will not find somebody that says, fold your cardstock in half. You know, like there aren't written directions. There are these picture directions. And so these picture directions even show where to place your dimensionals so that they won't show. All right, they're showing you how to attach the bow. They're showing you where to put dimensionals. They're showing you all of those things. Okay, so they kind of do it in steps. Where to put the dimensionals, then you turn it over on the base. Then they show the base with the bow. Okay, and then they show it closed, so that that taller die cut is kind of blending in with those ones on the front. Okay. Oh, this is why we got an extra flower, you guys, because that's what we're stamping on. You're actually stamping on the lily pad. So that's why we got a 5th one. It wasn't just a gift. I mean, it sort of was, but anyway, that's why. So they show using the very narrow tear and tape around the edge to place that vellum die cut, okay, and where to add the next layer and all of those sorts of things, okay. And then on the very back we have a couple of different alternatives. Okay, this one is pretty and could use perhaps a water. So I'm guessing that this one uses orchid cardstock, okay, and then uses the Forget-Me-Not flower stamped, okay, in Orchid Oasis, there, okay, and then uses one of the labels, but you could easily use a scrap of white cardstock to do that, okay. So then all of the things and the other coordinating colors, Bubble Bath, which is our new pale pink, Crushed Curry, Garden Green, Melon Mambo, Misty Moonlight, Orchid Oasis, Pretty Peacock, and Tahitian Tide. Okay, so that is what's in the box this month. So stay tuned. I will be back on Monday, August 28th. I usually go to the last Monday because honestly, normally I would not have had this kit for another 4 or 5 days. Okay. So super lucky that it's here so early so I can start playing with it and share some things with you on Monday, August 28th. So I will see you then, I hope. Tune back in and I will see you then. In the meantime, have a great weekend. It's coming up quick. And I hope your next week is wonderful. I'm live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. So if you happen to be available, join me. If not, you can always catch the replay on Facebook or tune into my YouTube channel. All right? Thanks so much. See you later. Bye-bye. Ugh.